What is to you the most rewarding aspect of making movies?
The actual making of it. I don't really like the beginning where you're having to go to the studio and deal with that, and I don't really like the end of it as much. It's just there's something magical about being on a set with the actors and with your crew and everybody that it just feels like the studio, the business side of it can't really touch you. You know, you're there and the sort of that's the energy and the reason, you know, why you like movies or whatever is just that process of being on the set and creating shots and making the actors seeing what they do to bring it to life. And that's the real, you know, great energy of it to me.
I read that you get sick almost on every production. Is that true?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sick right now, so everybody can stay right now. You know, I think that, well, you put a lot of energy into it, and it's, you know, long days, so yeah, and you know, the crew is close to you, and somebody's going to get sick. So, you know, it's kind of a natural, just part of the process, I think.
Do you think your friend Johnny Depp would be the actor to portray the role of the Joker in a future Batman film? Would you ever consider to do another Batman film yourself?
I don't think so. I think way back after I did the second one in the studio, you know, I went in to talk about a third one, and I realized halfway through the meeting that they really didn't want me to do it, and so I think I did my contribution back when, and you know, probably move on to other things. Yeah. This is a man that would remember who ate his own shoe, so don't. That's a good point. I mean, I think you have to be enough of a perfectionist to have an idea and know what you want. But you also, I feel, you have to let people, if you're dealing with actors and you're dealing with any creative person, whether it's a cinematographer or costume designer or designer, to feel like they can express themselves artistically as long as it's in the, you know, as long as it's in the realm of what the film is and what your idea is. So you have to. It is a delicate balance, but I think it's different with any individual. You have to sort of sense with an actor or somebody else how much they want, how much freedom they think they need, and you know. So it's a delicate dance, that one.
You already spoke about Vincent Price, and he used to star in the adaptations of Edgar Allan Poe, and I know you're a fan of Edgar Allan Poe as well. Is there any chance you will ever make a movie of either his stories or his poems or maybe his life?
I know it is something I thought about it, and I know over the years several people have been. In fact, I read one version where Sylvester Stallone was going to do it. I'm not kidding. He wanted to play Edgar Allan Poe, and that's absolutely true. Actually, he's now looking a little bit more like him, so if he waits long enough, he can possibly do it. Yeah, it's an interesting challenge because he's an interesting character as a person, and it'd be interesting to see if you could, you know, kind of weave his work into his life story. It'd be an interesting way to do it.
What about Lovecraft?
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, all those writers have a certain energy to them that, again, they're like certain kind of filmmakers. They have a specific vibe to their work, which is, you know, again, is great when you either see or read anybody's work that you feel their, you know, influence on it or mark on it.